Welcome to That's Good Sports Podcast. I'm Brandon Perna here with Will Keys. This is a podcast about football on YouTube, also on the places where podcasts are, if you haven't subbed here yet. Today's episode is going to be a little bit shorter. We posted the first half of this podcast on my main YouTube channel. You can listen to it there, or you can download the episode in your podcast thing, your podcast app, your iTunes, whatever. So today we'll just be jumping into all of the games coming up this week and giving you the most important things about those games and predicting winners with deadly accuracy. Okay, so let's jump into talking about week 8? We got week 8 games? Jesus Lord.
I wish you hadn't said that.
We're almost halfway in, huh?
I don't like that at all.
Your boy Big TP, you went 7-7 last week, Will. I was 9-5, gaining on you. You're 60-45 on the season. I'm 58-47. So,
well, okay, listen up, TP. If you really were my boy, you would have fudged the numbers a little bit to give me a little more breathing room.
I will pay double of whatever Will pays you, your boy TP, Big TP.
Come on.
He could make up whatever, and we would never double check it.
No, absolutely not. Yeah, please don't. Though. You've been such a great help already.
Yeah, keep it honest.
Yeah.
All right, Thursday night we've got Washington Redskin potatoes, 16-point dogs to the Minnesota Vikings. Adam Thielen not going to play with his hamstring or whatever he hurt. And the stat from this game that I found, Will, was the last time two starting quarterbacks from former teams faced off like this was 1963/64 with Norm Snead and Sonny Jurgensen. Not the most interesting stat, but a stat nonetheless.
I think it's I think it's kind of interesting. It's a double revenge game. Which I think technically that cancels out.
So no revenge.
No. Yeah.
No revenge for the double revenge.
I don't think there's any I don't think Kirk Cousins is taking any revenge out on Washington because
he's just thankful to be gone.
I think how could you be upset at the Washington Redskins for letting you go? They should, if anything, this is like a thank you card game for Kirk Cousins. Minnesota and Case Keenum, not quite as much, although,
I'm sure Case would have killed to stay in Minnesota.
I think the Minnesota fans are very appreciative of what Case Keenum gave them. And who knows, what do you think would be going on in Minnesota right now if Case Keenum were still there?
That's a really interesting question, Will, because –
Thank you.
He's got old Gary Kubiak calling the plays in Minnesota now, right? Offensive Gary's the offensive coordinator, right? Or is he an offensive
he's like a consultant.
Consultant? Who is their offensive coordinator?
I don't know.
Let's see here. He's currently the offensive advisor for the Vikings. Okay. I think Keenum would do well in that sort of offense. I think he makes more sense in that offense than Joe Flacco does, which is kind of similar is what, the Broncos are trying to do. But I don't think Case –
I think a little bit of money there.
I think Case saved money. I think Case Keenum, he is just not a consistent player, right? Like – he can play really well, and then he can go to being pretty bad pretty quickly. So I think Minnesota probably made the right call. But I think with a good defense and a good running game and talented receivers, Keenum would be doing fine in Minnesota. Better than Washington and better than he did in Denver last year.
Yeah, I think the ceiling is lower with Case Keenum, but the floor is higher as well. But we've already talked about this game too much because it's already
over.
It's already happened by the time you're listening to this, most likely.
All I want to know is Kirk Cousins puts up another electrifying performance
Probably.
300 plus yards. You think he
fast
throws
he
for
is.
more than 300?
No, because I don't think he's going to need to.
Good
And
take.
Thielen's out.
Good
I
take.
think Dalvin Cook will just, I think Dalvin Cook might go for 300 yards, but not Kirk Cousins.
Ooh. All right. Well, we'll both take the Vikings there. Then we got
Yep.
Broncos, Colts. Colts 6-point favorites. This got moved, flexed to an early game.
This was so, they thought, hey, maybe this will be something that people want to watch, and it turns out not at all. And I don't blame them. Joe Flacco has been an absolute just travesty on offense recently. He has been a chore to have to sit through once a week for 60 minutes. I'm tired of him. I mean, if you listen to the other podcast that we put out this week, I explained, and I think you did too, just how painful it is right now to watch him play football.
Yeah.
And
It's like getting flu shots in your eyes every week.
Yeah, I don't.
You think it's going to make you better, and it just doesn't.
No, it just kind of ruins your eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
It just blinds you. Yeah, how frustrating is it that we can't find one good quarterback, and yet the Colts had 2 Pro Bowl caliber quarterbacks on their roster at the same goddamn time.
It's crazy. It's, I think, a big compliment to Frank Reich. I think the Colts also got rid of Ryan Grigson, and they started to manage their team much more properly, efficiently, and they have a good young team, which we are hoping the Broncos are on that track now, and we are just going through the painful moves that it takes to get there, because the Broncos have the 3rd youngest team in the league now, after getting rid of all 32 years of Emmanuel Sanders. So the Colts are an inspiration, I would say, as a Broncos fan, to what maybe they can be, assuming they can find a quarterback. But they've done a great job with that. Jacoby Brissett was AFC Offensive Player of the Week after his 4-touchdown, 300-plus yard performance. Broncos defense is good. I think Jacoby's not going to play quite as well, but I think the Colts win.
Yep. Colts win it. I think this is the first time we've picked against Denver this year, but they really earned it.
Earned that pick.
They earned it. Okay. The 5-2 Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons, who we can guarantee that they will be quarterbacked by someone named Matt.
That is our That's Good Sports Lock of the Week.
Lock of the week.
Matt will start.
Matt's playing quarterback this week.
I believe as of today, Thursday, Matt Ryan did not practice again today. I think it's looking more like Matt Schaub is going to play, but I don't think it really matters. I think the Falcons will be better if Matt Ryan's on the field. Their offense will be competitive, especially against Seattle's defense, who's kind of like up and down. But after losing to the Ravens, I think Seattle wins in this game. And they added safety Quandre Diggs from Detroit, which is the one trade of the week that really didn't make a lot of sense, because I guess Diggs has kind of hasn't been playing as well this year, but he's been a pretty good safety for the Lions. Seahawks need safety help. It makes sense for Seattle. I don't know why Detroit would have gotten rid of him. His teammates didn't get it.
They like Will Harris, who is behind him apparently.
I guess they're deep at safety.
Yeah, the Lions fans their players were actually pretty vocal about not liking this trade.
Darius Slade did not like it.
No.
So do you think Julio Jones, who gave an emotional speech in the locker room after they lost their 6th game this season, will it matter now, a week later?
No. I mean, I'm taking the Seahawks regardless of – I'm taking them if Matt Schaub is playing, if Matt Ryan is playing. I'm trying to think of another Matt.
Hasselbeck.
Matt Hasselbeck is playing. I'm taking him regardless.
Well, you could do an all Matt quarterback team. Matt Stafford. Matt.
Yeah.
Is that it? Did we just go through them? Matt Moore.
Matt Sims. Matthew.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Thought there'd have been more Matts.
There probably are like 7 that we missed. Either way, I think that's we're
both taking Seattle.
We're on the same page yet again. Let's not be on the same page this time. I don't think we're going to be. The Philadelphia Eagles at the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
Eagles coming off of a really poor performance on Sunday Night Football, looking to bounce back, and I think this is actually a pretty good test for the Bills, regardless of what the records state. This is going to be a tough game, even at home. So I think this is one of the better games of the week, and I'm actually going to take the Eagles in this one.
Oh, I'm taking the Eagles too.
God damn it.
Okay. Matt Leinart. Another Matt.
Matt. No, I was going to say Matt Schaub, but that's –
we already did that. Here's – man, and I want to be picking –
how about this one, Matt Sayerson?
Ooh, Friday Night Lights, fictional Matt. I want to be picking the Bills every week. I really do. And I want to believe in Josh Allen, but I don't. He is getting a favorable matchup against the Eagles secondary. But he's one of the third.
The matchup.
What? Matchup. Oh, yeah. Matt, thank you for interrupting me with a pun, Will. Here's the thing, though. If we're going to be critical of the Patriots' defense and team not facing good competition, Buffalo has played the Jets, Giants, Bengals, Patriots, lost by 6, and the Titans and Dolphins. You going somewhere?
No, it's just cold in this house.
I turned the heat up. I'm freezing my wife out.
It's a brisk 90 degrees here.
So I think this is the first decent team Buffalo's going to play outside of the Patriots, and that's why I'm picking the Eagles.
This is definitely You brought up the Patriots, so this is definitely the first good offense that the Bills are playing.
Yeah, and I think the Bills' defense is good, but again, we haven't been able to appropriately assess them. So, and I think the Eagles are backed into a corner, and they're in a winnable division. So,
and I still think this is the Bills are absolutely a wild card team.
Yeah,
but they're going to lose a few games.
You got to lose a couple. Might as well beat a Philly.
Yep. Chargers
at Bears.
2-5 Chargers at the Chicago Bears. 2 teams that had really bad losses last week for different reasons, but they're both certainly back against the wall. I think the Chargers might have sunk into the wall entirely and might not get out. Bears are 3-3, and I want to point something out about the Bears and about Mitch Trubisky to put his struggles into context a little bit. But Matt Nagy called 54 passes in just 7 runs.
That's a recipe for success.
Against the Saints. I don't understand that. It's like the second time he's done that.
Yeah, because afterwards he said he's not an idiot and he knows he needs to call more runs.
Yeah, but he already did that after week 1, and he clearly hasn't learned. I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't know how there's not someone in his ear being like, hey, Matt.
Just run the ball with one of your good running backs.
Yeah. Well,
or maybe some designed runs with Mitch Trubisky. Like, isn't that what made Trubisky good last year? You had to worry about him on the run. He was like – he had a similar season last year, I felt, almost to like what Lamar Jackson is doing right now, where he always didn't have to have a great passing game because he was doing a lot of things with his legs. And the games that he did throw well, it was just like, oh shit, the Bears are pretty well-rounded team when Trubisky's playing really well and when he's playing good enough just to grind out wins. They're still dangerous because the defense was so good. The defense has had some injuries. They're not as dominant as they were. But, yeah, you got to run the ball a little more.
Matt Barkley.
Matt Leinart.
You already said him.
No. Matt Castle.
Matt Castle. This one's a little.
Matt Barkley still in the league.
Yeah, he is.
Flynn
plays for the Buffalo Bills. Matt Flynn is a good one. How about Matt McGloin?
Ooh, Matt McGloin.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so here's the best part of the Bears-Chargers matchup, though. Head coach of the Chargers, Anthony Lynn, said, watching some tape of Trubisky kind of reminded him of Aaron Rodgers sometimes.
That's quite the take.
Is that the worst QB comparison of all time, Will?
I mean, at least like now, this has kind of died down, but every quarterback in the draft who was like slightly big and could like shrug off a defender got compared to Ben Roethlisberger for like 10 years. That was
like Ben Roethlisberger.
I got so tired of that. I could come up with just a master list of quarterbacks that got compared to Ben Roethlisberger. And I think, and I'd never run out of space. Or I would run out of space, I guess, because every quarterback that's come out, except for like Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, have been compared. And ironically, like Russell Wilson plays a lot like Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, probably plays the closest. He's like a better Ben Roethlisberger.
Anyway, I'm going to take the LA Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Looking for them to finally get that win for you.
That's right.
I'll take the Bears at home.
Okay.
I don't feel good about it, but I'm taking them.
Nope, you shouldn't. New York Giants at the Detroit Lions.
Poor Lions. I think most of their hope was crushed.
Yeah, they have really had a lot of tough breaks this season. I mean, they really – it's not like they deserved to win that game against the Vikings, but they were close. And they've been close pretty much every game this year.
You mean the Packers? Because the Vikings beat them 42-30.
Yeah, but it was like 35-30.
Yeah, you're right. No, it was going back and forth with all of those Marvin Jones touchdowns before.
Yeah, okay, he's got to be the most random player to score 4 touchdowns in a game. But get this. This is the second time he's done that. He scored 4 touchdowns twice, going back to 2013 when he was with the Bengals.
He's only one of two other guys to do it.
That's crazy. I don't think we'll ever see that again.
I do think the Lions will beat the Giants.
Is it Jerry Rice?
It was Jerry Rice, and it was, oh my God, I already mentioned this in an episode. Oh, Sterling Sharp.
Oh, wow.
Jerry Rice, Sterling Sharp,
Marvin Jones. Back in like 2007, Terrell Owens and Randy Moss did it in the same day.
Oh.
Which was pretty crazy.
So T.O. and Moss only had 1 4-touchdown game each, huh?
Back.
Not Hall of Famers. Marvin Jones is. Okay. You're taking the Lions, though,
Marvin
I'm assuming?
Jones, future Hall of Famer.
Are you taking the Lions?
I didn't really think about it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, my God. All right.
The Lions. Hey,
Buccaneers, Titans.
Don't criticize my game-picking process. Because,
you're reading something about something else. I can see it.
Yeah, the list of Matts.
Okay, we got Buccaneers at the Titans. Titans 2.5-point favorites. And we all knew we would finally get to see a Jameis Winston versus Ryan Tannehill matchup.
Well, okay, my logic for this is the Buccaneers played poorly the last time we saw them. The Titans played really well the last time we saw them. Therefore, it will be switched, and the Buccaneers will
Freaky
get the victory.
Friday.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really care about this game. I think the Titans
Oh, no, I don't either.
are going to play better with Tannehill. I like your logic, though. Isn't Tampa Bay coming off a bye week, too?
Yep.
All right, give me the Bucks.
Okay. Cincinnati Bengals are 0-7. They're at the 4-3 Los Angeles Rams, who are favored by 13 points. Revenge game for Zach Taylor for letting him get a head coaching job and ruining his life. We're worried about Todd Gurley because Terrell Davis said he sees the arthritis in his knee because he has X-ray vision.
Pretty good job, TD.
Yeah.
I can see that arthritis when he's running.
Mm-hmm. No, and, that's been speculated before, but, Terrell Davis is someone that would know.
He knows what a bad knee looks like from an
elite
elite running back.
I think we're both taking the Rams here, I assume.
Yeah, we'll both take the Rams.
Okay.
I thought the Bengals were going to win a couple games by this point. They were competitive basically the first week and a half of the season, and I assumed that they were going to continue to be competitive. I was wrong.
Nope.
I did find something interesting, though, because everybody's been shitting on Jared Goff, and there are reasons to do so, but he's the only quarterback who's thrown for over 500 yards in a game this season.
Was that the same game where he threw like 5 interceptions?
I don't know. It was against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, well, it was.
Did he throw 5 interceptions in that
He
game?
might have thrown like 3 or 4 and then fumbled. I don't know. He had a lot of turnovers.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 517 passing yards. That was when Marcus Peters still played for the Rams and had his head destroyed on that pick 6 by an offensive lineman.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Yeah, how many passing? He had 68 passing attempts in that game.
Yeah,
Jared
which
Goff.
just
That's
he should
right.
have thrown for 500 yards.
It's all coming back to me now.
Do you know who has the most attempts in a game?
I feel like we talked about this when we talked about this game. It's like 72, right?
It's 70.
70.
Yeah. And it was a game in 1994. Can you guess who?
Steve Young?
Nope.
I should know this.
I'll give you one more guess.
NFC or AFC?
AFC. It was a second-year quarterback.
94?
Yep. I hope you don't edit this out.
No, I'm not. This is just me thinking so hard. Oh, I don't
It was
know.
the first overall pick the year before.
First overall pick in 93?
Yep.
Oh, God. Jeff
All right.
George? Is it Jeff George?
Yeah. Good guess. It was Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, Bledsoe. That's
He
right.
threw
God.
70 passes against the Vikings, and his last one was the game winner in overtime.
Damn.
Yep.
I should revisit that game.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. That's how I found it. But
Did you learn that for a video you did for Adam?
Nope.
Hmm.
I just for my own recreation.
Okay, so we'll both take the Rams there. Then we got Cardinals, Saints.
Saints, yeah.
9.5-point favorites, and that's the only story to talk about here.
A very Christian matchup with the Cardinals going up against the Saints.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah.
Christian or Catholic? Catholicism.
Yeah, Catholic, yeah.
Are Catholics Christian though? Is that the same thing?
They are a sect of the Christian religion, yeah.
Of the Christian
faith.
religion. Okay.
Right.
Drew Brees says he's going to play this weekend.
I believe him.
I don't. I think it's a ploy.
Maybe. I don't know if he should, really.
Yeah, because the Saints have a bye after this. So to me, it makes a lot of sense to just really let that surgery heal up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if the Broncos are waiting to get Drew Lock back, are really playing it safe, then maybe the Saints should too.
Yeah, because
It's a
the
very
Saints,
winnable game. The quarterback that's been playing really well.
yeah, the Saints can afford to lose a game. They're 6-1, and Chandler Jones just had 4 sacks against the Giants. Obviously, the Saints have a good offensive line. I'm not saying Drew Brees is going to get sacked 4 times if he plays, but maybe knowing that the Cardinals just are coming off a good game, let Teddy Bridgewater finish this run into the bye. I think Teddy would beat the Cardinals, although their new secret weapon, Chase Edmonds, now on one of my fantasy teams, not going to do as good against the Saints because their defense is also good.
Same.
So are we both going to take the Saints regardless of who plays quarterback?
Yes.
Or are you going to take – okay.
Taking the Saints.
Jags, Jets, 3-4 Jags, the 1-5 Jets. Jags are 6-point favorites.
Yeah. I'm taking the Jags.
Yeah.
I didn't want to overthink it. They're coming off a short week playing a pretty decent Jaguars team. They're playing another good defense. Played really 3 good defenses in a row. So I was trying to trick my stupid brain into
picking the Jets,
but I just can't do that.
I think this is going to be a good game. But I think that you're right. Jags win.
Yeah. Okay. This is a
real good game.
Yeah. Carolina Panthers 4-2 against the San Francisco 49ers 6-0, and they're favored by 5.5.
That's a pretty good number to give the Niners, I feel like. To me, this seems like a 3.5 point sort of.
You get the 3 points for playing at home, and I guess they think they're 2.5 points better than the Panthers.
Yeah.
Which is fair because they're 2 wins better than the Panthers as well. This is, speaking of good defenses, like we said with the Patriots, this is actually a good defense that has been tested and has played really, really well. I'm not really going to give them that shutout last week. I'm not going to credit them with a shutout necessarily because
they played in a monsoon.
Right, yeah. That's like a fake shutout. Especially against the Redskins too. That's like, double whammy. If you translate that to like a normal NFL team in normal conditions, that's like giving up like 27 points. But they do look really good regardless. And for that reason, I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers coming off a bye. Going from east to west, so much better than going west to east. Kyle Allen's going to play well. I think Christian McCaffrey is going to have a great game.
It'll be interesting to see how the 49ers perform against basically Christian McCaffrey because no team has really been able to stop him.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Did he play well against Tampa Bay in the last time out?
He kind of got bottled up, but I think he still scored a couple touchdowns.
Yeah.
They just sold out to stop Christian McCaffrey specifically.
Yeah. And the thing with San Francisco that's working so well right now is their ability to pressure the quarterback. And the Panthers have the perfect cure for that in just dumping the ball off to Christian McCaffrey and then watching him run 80 yards for a touchdown. Kyle Allen still hasn't thrown a touchdown. Can't throw those on the bye week. This is the best team he's going to face as a quarterback. So that'll be interesting. And I really want to pick the Panthers here because once a team gets to 6-0, you're just waiting for them to drop a game somewhere, right?
Exactly. My logic exactly, which it really makes no sense when you think about it mathematically. But we all like to see patterns and
yeah. But I'm going to take 49ers.
Okay. Take
I
him at home.
think
Probably a good pick.
I don't trust
Browns
Kyle
at
Allen in this game.
Patriots favored by 13 at home.
Yep. I guess
Okay,
Jarvis
that's fair.
Landry. Jarvis Landry
Find
said that the Bengals are
It'll
going to win.
probably be the deciding.
I think
Yeah.
we had a lag there. Your computer's freezing.
Yeah, we did. I think it's
Okay.
your computer. Yeah, actually.
One of the computers.
Couldn't possibly be mine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Jarvis Landry says the Browns are going to win. Nobody believes him. Patriots now have Mohamed Sanu to throw into their receiving core. Josh Gordon onto IR. Michael Bennett, not happy that he was suspended, said he learned absolutely nothing by being suspended for a week. People think he's going to get traded or cut or something. And then
Good, he should. I hate that dude. He sucks.
I like Michael Bennett. Wide receiver, rookie, Nikhil Harry, eligible to play against the Ravens, which is not this game, so I don't know why I put that in there.
Well, no, that's interesting.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Like
I didn't realize he was coming back because they got Sanu. Obviously, Gordon's gone, and then Nikhil Harry's coming back, which it's a very different looking receiving core.
Yeah, but that
than it
could
was
be a
last
good
week.
one. Do you think the Browns can make this game competitive?
Yeah, I think there's a scenario in which this is a pretty decent game.
His name is Nick Chubb, and they just need to give him the ball a lot.
Yes, I 100% agree with you. Just Nick Chubb and play action them to death, and if all goes according to plan, they can win like 16-13.
Basically, they need to do a Bills performance, and
No, I take
Baker-
it back. They'd have to win like 24-21 or something.
yeah, the Browns have had an extra week to think about this.
I don't think that helps them.
You might be right.
I don't think giving Freddie Kitchens an extra week to prepare is good. I think it might actually be bad.
Are there corners coming back yet?
Cleveland's?
Yeah.
I don't know if Denzel Ward's back.
What? That could help a little.
Yeah, I guess. Couldn't hurt.
Denzel Ward and Greedy Williams both full go at practice yesterday.
It's still crazy. It doesn't really get brought up enough that there's a cornerback named Greedy.
Well, you're bringing it up. You're bringing it up right now. Frozen face guy. Come back to me, Will. Come back. There you are.
Okay, we should probably scoot through the rest of these games before Wi-Fi murders us.
We're both taking the Patriots. Raiders,
Taking the
Texans.
Patriots.
The Gary Conley revenge game.
Texans, yeah. That is crazy how that works out. Because the same thing happened with Demaryius Thomas and the Texans last week. Maybe they overpay knowing that the guy will have inside information on their next opponent.
When they desperately need a win.
Yep.
Which the Texans do, and I think they're a better team. So
I think they get the win as well. Packers at Chiefs. Chiefs are home underdogs, 4.5 points. Andy Reid practiced at Mahomes this week, which is really ridiculous, I think. I don't think he's going to play. I think Andy's just pulling a little bit of mind games, a little bit of tomfoolery, a little bit of gamesmanship.
A little misdirection.
And I think they're just trying to get the Packers to prepare for Mahomes when in reality they will play Matt Moore.
Yeah, and you put Chad Hennes back from IR?
Yes, he's eligible to return. But he's not playing this week.
Yeah, I feel like if you're the Chiefs, you have to go with Matt Moore. Putting Mahomes back this early would be stupid.
Yeah.
Which
is why I'm taking the Packers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers coming off his best game in the season. And the Chiefs
but I mean, that's kind of that's a thing that Andy Reid would do, is it not?
Yeah.
I mean, they need this for playoff seeding at least.
Yeah, but they can afford to lose a game because they are in the AFC West.
Yeah, but you also, well, shit. I was going to say the Bills and Patriots have home field right now, but they're in the same goddamn division.
Exactly.
So maybe the Ravens. Yeah, they beat the Ravens, but no, they need it. They need it. They're trying to win.
Yeah, they're trying to win.
They got to win every game they can. They're only 5-2.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Packers, and even if they play Patrick Mahomes, which I think will be a mistake.
That would be very, very dumb, and they shouldn't.
They're not going to be able to blitz all game like they did against the Broncos. And
no, they will get torn. I think Rodgers is going to tear that defense apart.
He would love for them to blitz the way they did. He would love it, Will.
He would. He welcomes it with open arms. Okay, last
Final
game.
The
Dolphins
Monday night.
At Steelers. Steelers are favored by 14.5. Interesting thing about this game is the Dolphins own Pittsburgh's first-round draft pick. So, in one case, on one hand, the Dolphins would like to lose, obviously, like they've done all season, to regain their grip on the first overall pick. On the other hand, if the Steelers lose, if they beat the Steelers, that pick becomes a little bit better as well.
Wow, that's a win-win.
It is.
Ish.
It is a win-win.
It's
Or
a win-ish.
Yeah, or possibly a lose-lose. That's how you see it.
Wow. I think it's fair to say the Dolphins can't do any wrong in this game.
No, they can't. They can't. They've made it this far. I think they're going to lose again.
Is Josh Rosen starting, or are they rolling with Fitzpatrick now?
I don't know, man. I can't keep track of this. I think it's Fitzpatrick. Although it is bizarre because they've been competitive the last 2 weeks with Fitzpatrick, which I think is the opposite of their goal. So
yeah,
I would just play. I mean, if they really wanted to suck, they could sign they could trade for Joe Flacco. I don't think that's what they want to do cap wise, but if they really want to go in 16.
Yeah, the Steelers, they're even as bad as they are, they're a better team than the Dolphins. Their defense is starting to play well, Pittsburgh. Nobody's looking forward to this game.
No, this is another horrible Monday Night Football game.
Terrible Monday Night Football game, which will be made worse by the Monday Night Football broadcast crew.
Why did they think Dolphins-Steelers was going to be a good game regardless?
That's a good question.
Why did they think that in the first place? I don't know. Another, game where ESPN's probably going to play a clip that drums up controversy. They're going to get a clip of Brian Flores openly talking about how the Dolphins are trying to tank.
Ooh,
it's going to be a thing. That's my prediction.
To tank.
Yep.
I think they're gonna get Ryan Fitzpatrick saying he hides something nefarious in his beard.
Possible. Calculator.
Okay, so yeah, both do Steelers then. Really exciting finish to this podcast.
Yeah, not a lot of variation this week. Not a lot of different picks. But there you go.
A lot of obvious wins, I think.
Enjoy these picks. Take them to the bank.
And then bank them.
Cash in.
Cash them for more bank stock in Bitcoin and Arby's coupons.
Potcoin.
Potcoin.
Dennis Rodman.
Buy a plant. Buy a pot.